today I am going to show you a great Myanmese curry chicken with potato. It's so wonderful and a little bit complicated, but don't give up on this recipe. To marinate chicken, you will need curry powder, chili powder, turmeric powder, and the most important thing, Myanmese chili paste, which I homemade by myself. It's very important in a lot of Myanmese dishes. In another episode, I will show you how to make it. Very important, you don't want to miss it. For the saltiness, fish sauce. Now in this dish, no salt at all you're using here. 1 big spoon. Let's mix it. It's already very fragrant. It's very important that you marinate the chicken ahead of time, because in Germany, the chicken I find is normally very tender. For this slow cooking method, it might get dry after a long period of slow cooking. So what I'll do is, instead of cooking for too long, but still gets the flavor into the meat, I marinate it overnight. Now, you can see because of powder, it's a bit dry. This is when you add a little bit of vegetable oil to keep it moist. Drizzle it accordingly. There is no specific amount. And once the oil overnight into the meat, it's also more moist. And you're gonna stir fry it anyway when we start cooking. I can't wait to show you the curry chicken today. Overnight, this is it. It smells so good. All the flavor is more or less into the meat already. It's very tender. The meat I can find here, the chicken meat I can find here is very tender. So it won't be able to cook like I used to for an hour or 45 minutes like my mom used to do in Taiwan. But this is why I marinate the chicken, and let me show you how I will put them together. I have goose fat in hand, so I'm gonna just use it. And you may ask, what's that for? Brown the potato. Of course, you don't have to do it, but in my family, we always brown the potato first. This beautiful crust, golden brown crust, will absorb the curry sauce very nicely. And if you're following my recipe, may I suggest you don't skip this step. Wait until you try it, you will know what I mean. In it goes, potato. Once you leave the potato in there, don't move until it's brown. Then it won't stick on your stainless pan. When I was little, my mom would deep fry the potato. That's using hell of oil, and I don't like it. So this is my way of compromise. As soon as one side has this beautiful brown crust, you can easily flip them without sticking the pan. Now the potatoes more or less golden brown. Doesn't have to be all the way through. We're gonna take them up and get ready for the onion. Oops. Casualty. Extra oil would not be necessary. Bring the heat low. You want to slowly brown the onion until they are very, very soft. The onion is very, very soft, but it will need an extra kick from the oil and the paste. If you can be in this kitchen, you will immediately smell the change of the fragrance, because not just the beautiful onion, fried onion, but also the wonderful aroma from the chili paste. They are so little now and so fragranced. Time to fry the chicken with all the fragrance together. Tell me, how could it be bad? You have curry, you have this special chili paste, you have onion, you have turmeric, you have fish sauce and potato. Give it a little bit of water, let it simmer for a while. You could have a wonderful, wonderful homemade curry from scratch. Do you hear the sizzling? I just switched the heat fully up. This is to brown the surface of the meat. There you go. If you can smell the fragrance in my kitchen, don't worry about the bottom. It will all contribute wonderful flavor into the sauce. Now this is it. I'll put the potato back in and add up the hot water to cover the meat and let it simmer. Don't forget the marinade and the extra sauce that is on the tray. Add always not enough water. I repeat, not enough, because when you add too much, there's no way you can save it. You want the sauce to be very concentrated and very flavorful. Did I just say not enough water you should add? What I've tried to say is you want to add less water than you needed, because when you accidentally pour way too much, it's beyond safe. The sauce and the flavor will be less likely than what you like. Now, as you can see, the water I have, or the sauce I have, is very little, but don't worry about it. I am going to add the flavor, which is the salt. But instead of adding salt in this dish, you don't do it. You add fish sauce. Before I cover the lid and have it simmer for 20 to 30 minutes, I have added a little bit more water so the ingredients is hot covered. Don't worry, it's not cover the whole thing, because once I cover it, I think the bubbles will simmer, and once in a while I will stir. Now, before I cover it, I'm gonna taste the sauce to see if it's right. Now you can see the meat is chunky, so you don't want to add the sauce at the very end. When it's cooking, the saltiness of the fish sauce should get in already. "30 minutes simmer, the curry is ready." Let me show you how it looks like. So you can see this kind of sauce. It's also a little bit creamy because of onion. You have to stir fry the onion long enough, and after some minutes cooking in the sauce, it will turn into some thickness that you don't have to use flour actually. I'm just scooping out one potato and some sauce. This kind of chicken curry, the way we eat it in our family, you can eat it with rice, that's the standard way, but we sometimes eat it for breakfast as well. You simply with a mantou or a piece of toast with curry sauce, a piece of curry meat, and afterwards you have milk tea or coffee. It's heaven. Let me show you. First of all, white bread or white rice, soaked up enough sauce. My mom will be so proud of me. And all the meat. Hot, hot, hot. It is so good. Give it a try. Even for you that doesn't like bones in chicken, please, I'm asking you to give it a try. You won't regret it. This won't last long. I hope to see you soon. See you next time.